Hey everybody, so today is another perfume video, and this is a little weird for me to talk about because I generally don't have anything to be sent to me for review, but there's this particular fragrance house is a niche fragrance house that I have never heard of, and they asked me if I wanted to get some perfumes from them to test out and talk about, and we have agreed via email that I'm not promising any positive reviews. I'm not sure what it's going to go like, and I will just share these fragrances if I want to, and they were okay with that. I asked for no full sizes, just good size samples so that I could test out a whole bunch and see what kind of selection they have. And so here we are talking about two of them today. I have a lot to get through. These two I have formed an opinion on. I have tested them out, and one I really like and one I really don't. So that's what I'm going to be sharing with you. Let's start with a blooper for me. It is Boudoir Noir, and the brand is Edgardio Chilini. I'll leave it down below. Their website is not great for Anglos, but they do ship worldwide for free, as far as I know from the representative that I had spoken to, who was, by the way, completely lovely. So I'm thinking worthwhile checking out for sure. This Boudoir Noir, I have a lot of questions about. I don't like this fragrance. However, I recognize that the quality of the fragrance is actually pretty impressive. This is secreto, so this is a pretty powerful concentration, and as it should be. If you're a niche fragrance house, I kind of expect a rather good quality because otherwise what is there that they're offering that is unique? So this is interesting because to me this is a bit of a sweaty fragrance. There's somewhat of a bio undertone to it, and I think they meant to do it. They included cardamom here. They go on to describe some kind of maybe theatrical diva who's getting ready, and it's theater, and there's heavy curtains falling down, and it's just this whole atmosphere. And I was very excited because after having read the description online, I wanted to try this particular fragrance. However, the bio smell comes from cardamom. Cardamom is a tough note to play with in fragrances, and on my skin, it pretty much straight up and down smells like bio. I recognize that this is a complicated scent, but I can't get over that note. Cardamom is a difficult note to play with for a fragrance nose, and I am not sure that I'm excited about this. In fact, I'm pretty sure that I would steer you away from this particular fragrance. I'll tell you what they say is in there. Most of it I cannot smell. They say that the top notes are blackberry, raspberry, ginger, and cardamom. I smell ginger and cardamom. To me, there are no berries here. I can't pick them out. There's some flowers in the heart. There's iris, which I wish I could smell, jasmine, ylang ylang, all kinds of things, loveliness that I wish I could get out of this. I can't smell those things. And the base notes of vetiver, patchouli I can smell, but it's not the good kind of patchouli that I like. It's rather a dirty patchouli in combination with cardamom. Creates a pretty pungent effect. There's musk, there is moss. So interesting fragrance, I'll give it that. But I think cardamom here should have been thought out a little bit more because just on skin it does not sit well, at least on my skin. So that one I can't recommend. I thought it was excellent quality. I could smell it. I thought it was interesting. I thought it was complex. I couldn't get over the notes, but that's how I feel about it. Moving on to something a little bit more positive and something that I liked a little bit more. It's this one, El secreto de sus ojos. Yeah, I hope that I am pronouncing this correctly. The secret of your eyes, perhaps, or their eyes. And by Edgardio Chilini as well. And this one is a great find, actually. It's rare that I find sweet gourmand fragrances that I am head over heels for, and this one I am. In fact, after trial of Boudoir Noir, my spirits had sunk a little bit and I wasn't sure that I was going to even include that other one in the review, but I just feel like this one makes up for the other one so much that I was going to talk about both of them. And this one I loved. This is just beautiful green almonds, maybe a bit of pistachio, tons of vanilla, tons of tonka bean, marzipan feel to it for sure. It's this marzipan paste with vanilla and chocolate and goodness, just tasty deliciousness, very dense and decadent, very luxurious smelling. And the concentration, again, this is the Extrait de Cologne, Extrait Cologne. It is powerful. You do not need a lot. And the longevity is fantastic. And I'm talking about hours and hours and hours and hours and hours and hours, the whole day. And perfumes don't usually wear the whole day only. This one does. And it develops, but it really retains the aroma throughout the whole time. It is fantastic. I'm kind of considering buying it in full size for myself with my own money. So there you go. That tells you how much I like it. I like it a lot. So I told you about what I smell personally, what they say. They have bitter almond, mandarin, basil, ivy, fresh cut grass. I don't smell that. Oh yes, cherry. There is a ton of cherry. That basically reminds me of super decadent dessert chocolates with, you know, a cherry, like a Marciano cherry in the middle, with marzipan surrounding that, and then decadent vanillic chocolate surrounding that. It's so edible. This one, if you're a fan of edible fragrances and you appreciate niche perfumery, I would steer you towards that one for sure, and I think it's worth it. Red berries, the heart, coconut, chocolate amaretto, rose caramel, praline, jasmine, tiare. There is also I forgot to say, there's something a little bit waxy at the base, which makes it, you know, not too sweet, not too disgustingly edible, you know, not like too throttling sweet, which I don't like. If you know my channel, I do like gourmands, but I don't want them to rot my teeth. I don't want to smell it and think of cavities. I don't want it to be way too sweet. This is not way too sweet. This is edible in a very realistic way, but not sugary, which I really, really like. So they continue to say licorice, some honey, propolis, styrax, vanilla, tonka beans, patchouli, and amber. Beautiful fragrance. It's really, if you are a lover of nutty scents, this is a really good one. And I think because it's not disgustingly sweet, it's just like, it's sweet and it's edible and it's very believable, but it's not sugary, girly. I think it would make also a wonderful scent for men who love sweet gourmands. Kind of makes me think of something like Spice Bomb, you know, something edible, something tasty, but super unisex. It's not female, it's not male, it's just delicious. So this I will be keeping this one for later. I'm almost out of it. I have a very small amount left at the very bottom. So I think I'll keep it because I want to get through a lot more of the little bottles, little sample bottles that I have received, form opinions about other scents as well, and maybe buy one or two because I was impressed with this one. And I think this is a really, really, really lovely edible aroma. Go ahead and check it out if you're interested. This one is really worthwhile. Boudoir Noir, not so much. So that's it for today. Again, this has been sent to me. However, I don't really put a lot of importance on that because a scent is a scent, and I'm either going to like it or I'm not going to like it. I'm going to share with you what I smell. And if my nose doesn't like it, as you have seen in this review, it's not going to be up my alley, and I'm going to tell you about it. And if it is up my alley, I will definitely tell you about it. And again, I am kind of getting ready to spend my own money on the El Secreto de sus Ojos. I also like the name. I'm hoping I'm saying it correctly. because French I can, Spanish slash any Latin-based language, not so much. I have taken 2 years of Spanish, but unfortunately that fell by wayside a long time ago. I would love to relearn what I have lost and learn more. But back to the fragrances again. One likes what one likes. You can't say no to your heart in terms of fragrances, and I am definitely going to share with you the rest of the fragrances and what I think of the rest of the line. These particular ones were from the, they have different tiers in terms of pricing, in terms of concentration and quality of ingredients, and that is on the upper end of what they do. And definitely worth it. Very interesting. I was impressed, and they do ship worldwide. In case you're interested to check them out, you can also request some samples, and they will send them to you for a relatively small price. So you can test out, like myself, a whole bunch of them and see what you like. That's it for today. Oh, that's it for today. I mean, see you guys later. Have a good day. Bye bye.